back to the channel. As my previous video, panning for gold and what to look for and what to do's. So we're back at it again. Same claim that I had before. Again, shovel, screen, bucket. Just to give everyone a little more education. I know I was a bit too fast before. So obviously with springs, gold has a tendency to follow quartz, and quartz has a tendency to follow gold. So when you're in a river and you're looking for gold, now you may not know what you're doing, or you may know what you're doing. I just kind of self-taught, learned from my mistakes. When I start walking through a river and I start seeing a lot of quartz, I pay attention. I pay attention to the sand lines in the river. So for example, if you see the river's, say, 4 feet wide, and you got a nice soot sand that's running through the middle, that's a good indication, not that there's gold, but that the current and everything is working the way it's supposed to. And gold, for the most part, has a tendency to get collected in the soot and sand, the fine particles. It's kind of like sponge on a water. So without further ado, and I'll explain a little bit more as I go, we're going to be working right over here behind me, and see if we can't get some pay dirt. Now, whoever never watched the first video, I'm just going to sift out what I got here through the water, through my screen and my bucket. Bring this over to the my little mat here, and I'll zoom in for you guys. I didn't do that before, but I'll do that this time. Right off the bat, not sure if you guys can see, but I can see. Just going to get some water. And the gold is very heavy. Some of the bigger rocks will actually move more than the actual gold will. And this is actually perfect time to tie pieces right off the bat. So the most I've found here, in all honesty, is 12 at once. And I've been working this claim for a while. Just going to bring this up to the camera for you guys. And if you guys watched my last video, my vial has gotten bigger, which is always good news. Oh, we're here to find it, not lose it. Now, I'm not looking for flake. Should I be? I mean, I can. But when you're finding grabbers, flake is a waste of time. Not that I'm being selfish or greedy, but just going to rinse this off. Turn this camera up for you guys. Without falling off the little cliff. I'll unzoom it. Just going to head back over and get some more. Again, I clean my stuff off. You don't have to. I do. Take a lot because, like I said before, I have small instruments. Oh, I won't go swimming. Bring this back over and zoom in for you guys. A couple nice pieces right there. A lot of rocks in this one. Definitely seeing some color, but let me get some more water. This is what we're getting here. Let me bring this up to the camera for you guys. Where are you? There we are. Just gonna zoom out. We'll go for another run. I would do these videos longer, but in all honesty, it's kind of rinse and repeat. And some of my stuff I like to keep private, obviously, for certain matters, but let me rinse this off. Go back over. Not so cold as my last video, which is nice. I was freezing on the last video. Smack hits me every time. You got water in my boot that time. That's alright. Turn this over. I never cleaned off my tray. Okay? That's why I always clean off my tray. Pardon me, 1 second. And another thing I'll mention to you guys, not that it really matters for a lot of people, but you see all the stones right there from where I've been panning? Before I leave, I'm actually going to get rid of those. Because if someone comes around and they got some form of intelligence on panning, they're going to know that someone was panning here. And it's not that, okay, that's in center. It's not that I don't mind sharing what I have. It's just some people don't have the other, they don't have the same mentality. They'll come here and, you know, be very greedy with it. Gonna get some water. Water obviously kind of helps wash everything around and get whatever dirt sediments that I didn't get out this time. Just gonna dig around here. There's one. There's two. Oh. Three. Four. And I always like, yeah, see, like I would have missed this one. 6. bring it up to the camera for you guys. Oh. Just wait for it to adjust. A little bit windy, apologize. So we'll do a final take on the little bit of time that we've been here. And this is what we've got. Oh, I always fall off this little cliff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12 or 14 pieces. I don't know exactly for sure, to be honest. But, and the better yet, what I'll do is I'll clean this off and show you on the mat. Let me zoom in for you. So that's what we got after about 12 minutes. Zoom in a little more. I'm just gonna put this back in my thing. Kind of foolish to do that, but I didn't know if it would be easier for you guys to see on the map. So again, like I said in my previous video, I've been panning, give or take 15 years as a hobby. Obviously now things are a little bit different. I do it a lot more often. I'll clean this off after. So, like I said, let me bring the camera around so I can talk to you guys. So I've been doing this for a hobby for about 10 or 15 years. And there's been a lot of people that have told me, you know, you're not going to find gold, and there's no gold here, and there's no gold over there. But the thing is with the right permits and licenses, and checking your local state and town regulations, it's fun regardless. I mean, you're out and about, you're in the woods, which is what I'm all about. And if I can go home with maybe an ounce of gold, no one's going to have no objection, especially the times that we live in. And I have quite a big family, wife and kids, so it all helps out in the end. And I like to start teaching my kids on panning and everything, and it's one of those things where if you just happen to know a couple things, it can make all the difference. You can have a professional where you come out with these big machines and this and that, and okay, yeah, you might find some gold, but the thing is if you can do it here naturally in its natural environment and not deter and destroy and rip up acres and acres and acres, that's what I would prefer to do. Now, that's just me. And of course, when you're finding gold, every bit helps. There's no reason to be greedy. That's like another thing I would like to, show people that there is gold here. But the thing is if I came back here after doing so, there'd be 10,000 people lined up on this river, fist fighting and God knows doing what over currency, which is money in gold. So that's why I just keep it a secret. That's why I don't film coming in. I don't tell anyone where I'm at or anything like that. Now, this is my parcel, so I have permission to be here and everything, and I basically rented it out. So whatever I get is what I get. So without further ado, if anyone ever has any questions or anything regarding panning or anything like that, feel free to mention down in the comments. Sometimes I don't cover everything. Sometimes I just keep on blabbering, and so someone might have a question that I haven't answered. So it all said and done. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you checking out the channel and the support that you guys give. Again, it means more to me than what you know. And if I could, I would send all you guys some gold, to be honest with you. I give people a shirt off my back, but nowadays there's not a lot of folk that are like that, so you really got to watch yourself. And another thing is, I will mention quick, when you're coming out here panning and you start finding gold, it's good to have, realistically, like a buddy with you in case something happens. Don't know, obviously check your state and town regulations for carrying and everything like that, but you want to protect yourself just from the environment, from people, especially when you're out here way in the middle of nowhere doing this. So I'm not going to talk your ear off no more. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Until next time, we'll see you in the next one.